Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another. As you can see, I'm just gonna sit here for a little bit. I need a lot of gunpowder. Or actually, it's not that I don't need it, it's just that I want gunpowder. You know, gunpowder is just super cool. So I'm just gonna sit here and just let my farm cook, basically. So yeah, we're back with more questions. As you can see, I honestly should use time to like make platform bigger. Oh wow. Um, yeah, I guess I can do that well with the very limited blocks I have. Actually, I don't know about that. Um, but today we're gonna be answering some questions. So we're gonna start off with the very first question from Just Zeal. Great mail time. My question this time is: did you ever have any ideas for this channel and/or the main Canoes gaming channel that didn't have to do with the audition things? So, not really. So I believe I've mentioned the origin of the Canoes gaming name before, and that comes from a Vanoss video. Um, and that's the reason why the name is what it is. Um, and I made a channel because I watched the video and I thought it was really funny. I made the channel and that was it, and I didn't really have any intentions to do it. I think it was supposed to do with like gaming stuff, but it wasn't entirely audition based. It was just a channel I had made. I was like, oh, maybe I'll do something with this. But when I had the idea for the auditions, I was like, oh, I have a channel that has nothing on it. It'd be perfect for this type of stuff. So yeah, and then for this second channel, um I don't know. I initially was gonna not post after the finale on this channel, really, maybe a video here and there, but the mail times have been fun, so changed. Yeah. And then we got from Crumbled React Streamy. Wonder who that could be from. Okay. My question is, what is your workflow for your auditions? Do you just come up with an idea and immediately record, or do you have a backlog of ideas for episodes? So there are times where I come up with an episode idea like hours or a day before I record it. Um, it's very rare that I'm like, oh yeah, I have several ideas. Unless it's like, oh, redstone tutorial or something that I can make multiple episodes out of based on one idea. But usually what happens is it's like right as I'm recording is when I come up with the idea. So yeah. And so that's kind of the workflow. I just kind of sit down, I open up the game, and I'm like, okay, I need to do something here. What can I do based on what I have? And that's why some of the episodes kind of feel like filler. It's because I didn't think of anything. Truth be told, I ran out of ideas very early on. Um, you might be able to tell, I don't know. But yeah, that's kind of the workflow. Again, sometimes like yesterday's episode, I thought of that idea when I was at work that day, and I got home and I recorded it, and I was very happy with it. Usually the episodes that I'm very happy with do the best, or not the best, they don't do that good, but they are definitely in my top tier of episodes. Yeah. And then I really, from 8-Bit Pillows, I really enjoyed today's episode of the new series. I'm glad you did. I really liked making it. Well, I guess yesterday's when you read this for mail time. My question is, you mentioned doing editing for school media, and I was wondering if it was a newspaper / blog or if it was video related. But I did mention this. I also did say that it was for my school's literary magazine. It's like, if you guys don't know what a literary magazine is, it's just full of poems, short stories, creative nonfiction, artwork, stuff like that. And I'm part of the editing team there. Basically, we just read and look at submissions, decide if it's good or not. Pretty simple. So that's what I do. I think there is a blog, but it doesn't get used too often. So yeah. It doesn't get used too often. Sorry, I was I got a text. Yeah, so the newspaper, yeah, it's just like a little booklet, just full of stuff. It's kind of like a short poem book, but stuff in it. But yeah, that's it. Yeah, and then we got El Snapito Y. Will you update to a newer version, the other channel, or always be beta? It might. It's most likely gonna always be beta because I feel like that's part of the joke. Like every I will say, even though a lot of the video ideas are super like, oh, I just thought of it right before recording, right? The whole intent, like everything about the channel was completely intentional. You know, the Bandicam, the webcam mic, um, the version I'm playing on, and just the idea of the auditions. Everything about it was completely in. And I did think early on, I was like, ooh, I might have to update my game here soon, you know. But then I was like, ooh, and it's funny, I did transfer over my world into our newer version, and I was just like, ooh, this is very overwhelming. I don't like this because I had been playing on beta for so long. Something that I don't know if people know is I did actually play on that world seriously, um, for the first like part for a good 2 months before I even started doing the thing. Yeah, yeah. But the beta thing completely intentional. So I don't think it'll change. Who knows? I did play Third Strike on the channel, so yeah. And then we got Corner Ghost. Not even a question. Great video. Don't really have a question, but I hope you had a great day. I did. I went to a football game today. That was fun. But yeah. Other than that, if you guys have any more questions, please leave them in below. I'll see you guys next time. Be sure to subscribe.